Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. I spent so much time last year talking about my health and wellness journey, and I wanted to dive a little bit deeper today because I want to discuss all about the body that we have as women and how it actually affects our mood, our habits, the way that we look, the way that we perform, and it really is something that we should get a little bit more in tune with. Being in tune with your body as a woman is the best thing that you can do for your overall mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. You will notice that your health, wellness, and productivity journey will be a lot easier to navigate because you have a pretty good grasp on what is going on within. I want to discuss today the womanly habits for success, cycle syncing, gut health, and everything that has to do with navigating your own body as a woman so that you can perform better in life and feel better. So yes, again, we are going to be discussing gut health. We're going to be discussing productivity, cycle syncing, and everything that is so amazing about being a woman and how we can get more knowledgeable on it so that we can perform at our best. I hope that you guys like these types of videos, and if you do, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'm hoping to make more content like this in the new year, so I'm hoping that you guys can stay along for the ride. All right, let's get into today's topic. Okay guys, let's talk about today's sponsor, which is HomeGlow. I have been loving using HomeGlow since I pretty much purchased my home. I have been working with them ever since. It is essentially a 5-star home cleaning service platform that allows you to book a cleaner in your area to tidy up your space, to make your home a little bit more luxurious, for you to feel more productive, for you to be able to get more things done. I know for me that I have been loving having something like this in my life because it allows me to be able to work from home in a way that's efficient. I don't have to spend so much time doing the nitty-gritty cleaning that I don't personally love, like doing my bathrooms or my baseboards, or just little tasks that for me are just not fun for cleaning. So it's definitely a luxury that I have welcomed into my life that I think is quite affordable, and I really like to pass it down to you guys so that you know that you can have something in your area that allows you to spend more time doing what you love and having someone really pick up after you in a way that suits your lifestyle. So what you're going to essentially do is you're going to go onto the website, you're going to book a cleaner in your area. It shows you all of the cleaners in your area, their ratings, and you can also pick the time, the day, and just when you want the cleaning to happen from like what time span. So what's really great is their online booking is so easy to navigate, and it allows you to book someone instantly, so you can schedule a cleaner in your area. You can also let them know what you want to have cleaned and what rooms to avoid. If you have pets, if you have kids, whatever and whatnot, it definitely allows you to get very specific on the website, and then somebody will agree and come to your home and clean. Now, I can't mention HomeGlow without mentioning their Forever Clean membership. It's essentially a membership program that allows you to have a little bit more of an affordable cleaning schedule that you're allowed to use month after month. So it is $49 a month, and you can essentially book unlimited cleanings for about $19 an hour. So what it essentially does is it saves you about $30 an hour on future cleaning. So rather than you spending more, you are actually saving. So if you're someone who wants your home cleaned on a schedule and monthly or bi-weekly or whatever, it's a really great membership program to get involved in so you can just save money overall. Now, if you're someone who wants to get your time back and be able to have a more productive schedule and you just don't want to have the hassle and thought of cleaning your home top to bottom, then definitely check out my link, and I will leave it on the screen and down below in the description box. I also have a QR code for you guys, but my link is homeglow.com/Hailey Gamba, and you'll get your first 3 hours of your cleaning for only $19. Check them out. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you again, HomeGlow, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the rest of today's topic. Now, I want to break down cycle syncing for those who are new to the topic and don't really know exactly what it is. So a little bit about the woman body, right, is that we have 4 cycle phases each month. So it goes menstrual, follicular, ovulation, and then luteal phase. And during each phase, you're going to feel differently. You're going to be more energized during certain phases. You're going to be more lethargic during others. You're going to be hungrier. You're going to have a higher libido in certain phases. This is going to affect your overall wellness journey. So if you're someone who is struggling struggling with weight issues or productivity or just feeling really comfortable in your clothes or having some sort of skin issue or you don't know how to navigate cravings, it could be because you are not cycle syncing properly or cycle syncing at all. So just to get into it, for those who want to start, you guys can download apps. There are so many different apps on the iPhone that allow you to track your cycle better, or you can track it the old-fashioned way where you write down when you got your period and then go from there. But it's so much easier to use the apps that they have designed for you on the phone. I personally love the Flow app. I love it because not only is it helping me with cycle syncing, but there are so many other things that are in there that are instructional and helpful and educational. So they give you different advice tips about, sex and wellness and your periods and what time you should be doing this and what time you should be doing that. And it really is an overall really good app. It encompasses everything that it takes to be a woman and how to really navigate the cycle and make it work for you. So I personally love to track my cycle through the Flow app, or like I said before, you guys can journal it or put it in a calendar, but you want to know when you get your menstrual, how many days you have it, the feelings that you're having, the cravings you're having, and lean into exactly how you feel. Because what I've noticed about research on cycle syncing is that not every single person is going to experience the same things. Some people are very lethargic, very tired, very sleepy on their period, where some people feel more regulated. I know for me that even though my period does make me a little bit more low energy, it definitely doesn't debilitate me. And I actually feel the worst after my period, which is in the beginning of the follicular phase. So for me, I have found that when I was paying attention to my body and realizing what was going on, I was able to design a diet, a workout regimen, and a productivity schedule that was going to align with these phases. This is how you are going to get things done. You're going to create habits for success, and you're going to feel your best. So let's first talk about working out on your cycle and how to design the best program for you. My workout regimen is a huge part of my emotional health, my mental health, and my physical health. It just makes me feel like a completely different person. This completely transforms my life into a place where I have the best energy, I'm the happiest, and I'm the fittest. So this is important for me. So when I started cycle syncing, I created a workout regimen around my cycle. Now, my menstrual cycle. Let's first go over the workouts designed for this. Now, ever since I started working out, I have noticed that my menstrual cycle is the easiest it's ever been. It used to be a lot worse when I was not working out and I was not fit. So I'm definitely low energy, but I'm not depleted. I'm not hopeless. But what I've noticed during my menstrual cycle, because it usually lasts about 4 days, is I do light walking or upper body workouts that are light. So any type of Pilates workout or something that is similar to it, where I have light weights, I'm moving my body in a way that feels good to me, but it's not overdoing it. This is the time where you want to do the least. It's not the time that you want to push yourself. So even for me, having cramps or discomfort in my body, the last thing I want to do is weight lift for my legs that day, super heavy. It's just not the thing that I want to do. I also don't want to run or take a high intensity class. I don't feel good enough to do that. Sometimes I even sit out the gym during my menstruals. Let's just say I got my period on a Monday. I might sit out that Tuesday and Wednesday and go back on Thursday. So that's kind of how I've navigated my period and working out. Once I step into my follicular phase, I notice that I can get back into my old routine. So my old routine, or I should say my good routine, is Monday through Friday. For the most part, sometimes it's Monday through Thursday. I try to work out 4 to 5 days a week, and I will do my day-to-day workouts. So Monday is leg day, Tuesday is back and buys, Wednesday is shoulders and chest, Thursday, I do legs again and glutes, and then Friday, I kind of just do whatever. But I notice that I do not want to lift as heavy as I do when I'm in my ovulation or luteal phase. So I am getting back into weight training. I'm feeling more energized. I can maybe go for a brisk walk or even a run. I can implement more cardio into my routine, but I try not to do too much. Now, what I do notice during my follicular phase is I do feel the worst overall. Out of all of the phases, my follicular is just my least favorite because I feel a little bit bloated and out of sorts. I don't know why, it's just the way my body is, and it's been the way that my body has been. So I lean into that and I spend a little bit more time getting back into the swing of things in a light and helpful way and not forcing myself to do anything that makes me feel worse. Now, in my ovulation phase, I feel the most energized and I can actually do 2 workouts a day. I can wake up, do a really nice long walk, and then I can go to the gym later and lift pretty heavy, I notice that I'm the most energized, I'm the most excited. I also feel just like really peppy and like I can just keep going. So I try to prolong my workout for as long as I can and really just try to get out the energy that I'm feeling. Like I like to lean into that energetic burst that I have rather than just wasting it. So that's probably when I get the most steps in throughout the month. It's during my ovulation. I will walk like 14,000 steps a day when I do that. So I've noticed that the ovulation is like one of my favorite phases. And then my luteal phase, I'm still pretty energized and I actually have the highest libido. I find that I'm really just like going. It's very similar to my ovulation phase. So again, I'm doing my Monday through Friday workouts. I might even go to the gym on a Sunday, do a little Stairmaster, do a little walk on the treadmill. But yeah, ovulation and luteal are going to be when you're going to enjoy your workouts the most. Not everyone shares the same phase feelings, but the more in tune you get with your body, the better. So definitely lean into it and design your workouts around that. Now, similarly to your workouts being designed around your cycle, you should also be tailoring your food and diet around your cycle. Now, this was a little bit more difficult for me because I find that I eat the same things every day. But when I started to get a little bit more in tune with my body and I started to cycle sync properly, I noticed that there were certain foods that I should be eating a little bit more of during certain phases, so I tried to incorporate them more. So when I started doing research on like different phases and like what is needed during that time, for instance, menstrual phase, you definitely want to eat stuff with iron or magnesium or any type of foods that have healthy fats. So when you are starting to cycle sync properly through diet, you want to see what is missing or what should be added during that time. And then for instance, during your luteal phase, you want to increase your carbs because you are doing a little bit more. You have more energy, you're performing better in the gym, so you can increase your carbs, you can have healthy fats, and you want to eat protein. So this is a way for you to gear your diet towards your body goals and how you're feeling. And this is going to allow you to perform better in life. Remember guys, how you eat affects how you feel and it affects how you perform. So if you're low energy, you're tired, you're not feeling good, you have all of these chronic issues, it could be your diet and exercise not matching your goals and also not matching your cycle. Now, I kind of want to venture off for a moment here and discuss gut health. This has been one of the best things that I have ever done for my body as a woman is get a little bit more educated on how I can improve my gut health and how I can improve my overall wellness and health journey, because I was struggling for many years with IBS and stomach issues and just not feeling my best. And I also was someone who struggled with anxiety and depression. So how I was feeling mentally would affect my gut as well because the mind and the stomach are connected. So when I started to do a little bit more research and took matters into my own hands, I realized that having an eliminating diet, intermittent fasting, drinking a lot of water, making sure I'm taking the supplements that I need to help promote a healthy body and gut, those were things that truly helped me create a barrier in my stomach that was making me feel better overall. So a little bit about your gut health and how important it is to get in order is it really truly affects how you perform. It affects how you feel. It affects how you look. You won't look great, you won't feel great, and you won't perform great if you don't get your gut health in order. I was always someone who had vitamins because, it was what it was. I was given them growing up, but I didn't actually do research on what vitamins really were going to help promote a healthy gut in a way that I felt were transformative enough to take daily. Until I started taking pro and prebiotics, a symbiotic of some sort, and making sure that I specifically take things with like lactobacilli and all the different ingredients that actually help with a healthy gut and a healthy vagina. Because keep in mind, guys, your gut health also affects your vaginal health. And that is something that is important to note if you're in a relationship, if you're sexually active, and if you just want to live a comfortable life. Who wants to walk around with chronic, reoccurring yeast infections and BV? Had I have known that the best way for me to truly cure them was to cure my gut, I would not have struggled with half of the issues I struggled with. I would always blame the guy or me just, having an issue or me feeling like I should have did this better or that better. But no, it really came down to my vaginal bacteria was not boosted enough. It wasn't good enough and there wasn't enough healthy bacteria in there. Once I helped fix my gut issues, it helped with everything else. I feel like it created like an armor and a shield around my body to not get as sick, to not have these issues. And it really all starts in the gut. So this is something that I want you guys to know if you guys are struggling with these things. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't have all of the answers, but what I do know is this. When I started taking daily pro and prebiotics, I never got a BVEC again. Never, ever, ever. So you want to also understand that there are proper foods that help aid in a healthy vagina and a healthy digestion. So definitely get educated. Cranberry juice, avocado, sweet potatoes, yogurt, leafy greens. These are all cycle syncing foods. You want to get super educated so that you can start doing things and eating things that make you feel better and not worse, okay? So I also think that just being someone who is proactive in this journey will also help you with soothing a lot of the mental stress and load that comes with having some sort of wellness journey that's geared to a specific goal. I think for a long time, my goal was to be thin and to look a certain way, but I think what the ultimate goal is for me now is to feel my best and to look my best because I feel my best. And this has really helped me take control of my life in a way that I actually feel proud of. It actually creates the results that you want. Now, I also want to discuss that relieving stress will also help you with your gut and your mind. So if you're someone who's constantly stressed out, you have anxiety, there's a productivity issue here, you find yourself feeling lethargic, fatigued, or procrastinating, it could be because you do not know how to relieve stress in a healthy way, and this will help you with your overall gut health and mind. So relieving stress is something that really needs to happen and needs to be a priority in your life if you want to aid in a healthy gut and a healthy mind. This is important. So when I started being someone who was proactive in my journey to relieving stress and anxiety, that's when I felt the best. I didn't have that uncomfortable bloat and feeling anymore. I didn't have the chronic headaches. I didn't have that fatigue. I didn't have that procrastination. I noticed that relieving stress aided in so many different areas of my life. So yoga, meditation, rest, journaling, healthy activities, drinking tea before bed, realizing the importance of staying active. These are all ways to relieve stress naturally, and it just aids in a healthy body, a healthy mind, and it's the womanly thing to do. It's the feminine thing to do. When you're moving your body accordingly to your stress levels and you're trying to be someone who is proactive in helping yourself feel better and perform better, you actually do see the results happen with ease and very quickly. So when I realized that stress was creating a body that I didn't like, it was creating acne, it was creating sleep issues, it was creating me not being able to use the bathroom properly, that was something that I had to do an internal check with. Now, eating right helps with your mental health. Working out helps with your mental health. Yoga and journaling and things like that will help with your mental health. You want to do things that are going to help with your mental health because they actually help you with your physical health as well, okay? I'm telling you, stress is like the #1 killer in people. People die every day from being stressed out, okay? It creates chronic health issues in so many people. So really be mindful of that. Now, the final thing that I want to discuss today, because this is about habits of success and really using your feminine knowledge to your advantage, it's realizing that you can actually create a productivity schedule and habits around your cycle. So understanding what each phase of your life is, or what each phase of the month is and what it does, and how you can be productive through that time. Now, of course, I know that it is a privilege to be able to really alter your schedule and your productivity around your phases. But there are minor ways to do it as well. It doesn't have to be like this full-on new life every time you step into a new phase. Like, you don't have to have a completely different morning routine during your menstrual phase than you do in your ovulation. Like, I'm aware that some people have pretty regimented, strict schedules, but I want you guys to use these tips to your advantage in some way and try to implement them the best way you can. So like, I wrote down for my menstrual phase, because I'm a little bit low energy, it's my perfect time for self-reflection, low impact activities, and catching up on rest. I make sure that my sleep is at an all-time high, so I don't want to doom scroll or be up too late. I want to make sure that I am sleeping, I am getting in my rest, because that is the time to do so, and it allows you to step into your follicular phase feeling refreshed and feeling like you got that done and got that out of the way. So it's my time for self-reflection, writing things down. I notice that I'm not as creative during that time, so I don't even want to be someone who's leaning into my creativity if I don't feel it. So then I step into my follicular phase, and that's when I start to get my habits in check and I'm able to increase any type of activity, whether it's working out, running errands, or doing anything specific for my goals. I notice that I like to do that during my follicular phase, and I just kind of like to stay on routine and get my habits in in check. My ovulation is my social time. So I notice that I'm the most social. I will plan things with friends. I will balance a little bit more in my life better. So I notice that when I'm in ovulation, I don't mind having a heavy work schedule, working out, and having a social life all in 1 week. It does not overwhelm me. And if anything, I lean into it the most. So I'm able to balance and have social hour with ease during my ovulation. So I make sure I schedule that out for my life. And then also for my luteal phase is all about finishing last minute projects and tasks. I get prepared for the week ahead, which is going to be the more relaxed week. And I organize my space and I go for walks. So I notice that this is the time where I like to use my energy to prepare for my menstrual phase. So I will clean up my house, make sure that I'm doing all the things that I need to do to get checked off my list, because I know that soon I'm going to feel a little bit tired and low energy. So it's all about creating a productive schedule that works for you. And you guys have to know what phase you feel what in. If I have any more thoughts on this topic, I will make sure to discuss it with you guys in another video. This is really all of the things that I wrote down today, but I'm really hoping that this could have inspired you guys to get a little bit more in tune with cycle syncing, taking supplements, improving your gut health, making yourself a priority in your life, and really getting to know your body and what it's doing for you, and to stop working against it. I really enjoyed this video so much. I love you guys so much. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone. Mwah.